Hi guys, welcome back, and today I want to talk about a compliment that I get a lot, and everyone is like, oh, your au pair life is so perfect, your host family is perfect, you're the perfect au pair. I can tell you that's not true. Of course my family is not perfect, of course I'm not perfect. In my opinion, the perfect au pair or perfect host family or the perfect mingle doesn't exist. So I feel like a lot of au pairs out there are not feeling comfortable with their host family, what's perfectly normal because each of us is different. And yeah, of course it doesn't always works out, so don't panic. And I can tell you about my au pair life, it's not perfect. Of course I get frustrated, of course I want to yell, and I'm like, I just want to kill them. Just a saying. I'm not really want to kill them. And of course there are some issues that we have to work out, or we're not on the same page about something. But luckily I can talk to my host mom and host dad about it, and we might not still agree after, but we're adults and we just talk about it. Or I would go upstairs and take my time, or go outside and yell, go for a hike, let the brain just let it all out. Or what a lot of au pairs do is we come together and then we just spit it all out to each other, and everyone has his problems and it's totally normal. Okay guys, you're not alone out there. But if it really doesn't work, then if you give it so many chances, then indeed rematch is the best option, because sometimes it just doesn't connect. I was just lucky that it connected with my host family, and there is a host family out there where it will connect with. I have lots of examples of that, lots of friends are coming back to their host families and visiting them. So there is out there, but you also have to think about what you sign up for. Some au parents complain about things that I think hey, you knew about that, you know it was going to happen, so take your time to think about hey, what did I sign up for? Is this normal? Is this not normal? And sometimes work has to come from both sides. We both have to pour wine with the water, or water with the wine, however you say it. So it has to come from both sides. Another thing I wanted to say is that of course it's hard sometimes, but I think by myself I even you also argue with your brothers or sisters, or with your mom and dad. Don't tell me you're perfect with your mom and dad and you never have issues or you never get frustrated. So yeah, and also remember you're working with kids and it can be tough, okay? Especially because they're not your kids, but I can remember that I was a pain in the ass as a kid. Yeah, sorry daddy, but I was a pain in the ass, and I can still be a pain in the ass. So it's totally normal, especially for the au pairs who have teenagers. They're teenagers, so think about how you were. Think about how kids are, and just, if you love them, that's the most important thing. There was one moment in my au pair life, I was almost getting in my second year with them. I think it was last December that I was like, okay, this is it. What am I doing here? I cannot take it anymore. Why can they not do this or this? Why are they doing this? It's perfectly normal. So if you guys out there and you're having a tough moment, I think everyone goes through that phase. It's up to you to say hey, is this family worth it? Or is there no communication at all? I hate them, it's not the first time. Yeah, it's up to you. But I got over it by communicating with my host mom and just talking and thinking about if I'm gonna have that connection that I have with my host family, or am I going to have that again with another family? For me that was no then. But I guess there are a lot of au pairs out there who are going through a tough moment. Everyone has them, trust me. Just don't go light over it to go in rematch. But if it really doesn't work, of course you can go in rematch. Okay? I don't want anyone to be unhappy. Okay? This should be all about feeling good, having fun. So, yeah. it's up to you how you handle the situation. The best tip I can give is take time to sit down with your host family, to do dinner, because that's where talking comes along. Or when you like to talk with your host mom or host dad alone, like I help with the dishes after dinner, and then that's the most of the time I talk with my host mom. That's most of the time that I tell her what's frustrating me or something. And if you really can't communicate with your host family, then I think it's really up to you if it's the host family, if it's both of you, or if it's just you. Also think, like, is this au pair life for me? Is this really what I want? So yeah, for all the au pairs who are not feeling good with their host family or are in a dip at the moment, you're not alone. The dips, see if you can get over it. You can talk with your host family. Everyone has them. I argue a lot with them too about things, so you're really not alone. But just for the tiniest issue, don't go in rematch, because it can be that you come over it and then you get the best connection ever. If it doesn't work out, go in rematch. There is a family where you will connect. So yeah, that's actually what I wanted to say today. I got a lot of a feeling that it's not perfect, and it's not supposed to be perfect. Take a breathe. Just inhale, exhale, and you can do this, okay? You'll get through it. If it really doesn't work out, go and rematch, because you're not supposed to be unhappy. That's what I wanted to say today. That's all for today I wanted to say. If you have any questions or you just want to spit it out, let me know. Email me at theyellowroad@gmail.com. Instagram too. You can follow my story. And I can tell you, last week I posted something and some person was like, oh my god, that was so frustrating. That looked awful. Those things happen. Through Facebook, I get a lot through Facebook. What I'm really happy about, I can answer your questions. I will try to answer them. I'm not perfect and I don't know everything, but just let me know, and I don't bite. I really don't. I never ever bit someone for now. So yeah, just text me, let me know, and I see you guys next time. Bye guys.